Hello, fellow wanderers in search of the perfect escape. Welcome to the world of travel vacations, where we'll whisk you away to the most idyllic destinations and guide you through crafting unforgettable vacation experiences. I'm Norman Schaefer, your go-to vacation guru, and together we'll explore dreamy beaches, vibrant cities, and everything in between. So get ready to pack your bags and join me on this incredible journey. Today's episode is the South Pacific Showdown, Tahiti versus Fiji and beyond. So in this podcast, we're going to compare the most stunning destinations in the South Pacific to help you choose the perfect island paradise for your next adventure. In the episode, we'll dive into the ultimate island matchups, Tahiti versus Fiji, and other incredible destinations like the Cook Islands, Samoa, and Vanuatu. So whether you're looking for romance, adventure, or just simple relaxation, we're going to help you find the best fit. Now, these places are growing in popularity. The South Pacific as a travel destination has seen some really good positive tourism growth, increasing by about 5 to 7% annually. And with that, travelers are often struggling to choose between the many different island destinations because there are so many. And because there are so many, they're not very crowded. And there's usually lots of space, even when it is their busy season. So we'll talk a little bit about Tahiti. And this is known as the Queen of the Pacific. Tahiti is really famous for its overwater bungalows that people see in the pictures, their luxuries, resorts, and the romantic atmosphere, although they do have much more than that. We will kind of highlight that some of their more popular islands are Bora Bora and Moorea, but there are lots of lesser-known gems such as Taha'a and Raiatea. Now, some of the most popular activities in Tahiti, and this is just generally speaking as far as the most popular reasons people go there, and that is snorkeling, diving, cultural tours, and luxury experiences. Going over to Fiji, it's really famed for its friendly locals, the very big smiling bula greeting, their rich culture, and some really diverse landscapes. The key locations here are Viti Levu, the Mamanuca Islands, and the Yasawa Islands. Now, popular activities for Fiji are some really good beach relaxation areas, water sports, hiking, cultural village visits, and interacting with the locals. For the Cook Islands, this really is a laid-back vibe, and they have some the most pristine beaches there. The key islands here are Rarotonga and Aitutaki. And while there are others, these are the most visited islands in the Cook Islands. And for the Cook Islands, the most popular activities really are the snorkeling, such as in the Aitutaki Lagoon, island hopping, and local market exploration. They have a wonderful market in Rarotonga. For Samoa, the highlight here is its cultural depth, their waterfalls, and natural pools. My kids love the sliding rock, and that is a place where it's almost like a water slide, but you're sliding right on some natural rock formations. Key locations here are Upolu and Savaii. Those are the two main islands in Samoa. The most popular activities here are swimming in the Tosua Ocean Trench, which is kind of like a hole in the ground, where you climb down a ladder and into this beautiful blue water for swimming. They also have some great hiking and opportunities to explore traditional villages. For Vanuatu, it really is known for adventure and cultural diversity. The key attractions here are the Yasur volcano on the island of Tanna, blue holes, an underwater post office near Port Vila, but also some great diving sites with World War II relics underwater that you can go explore. So scuba diving is one of the most popular activities, but also volcano tours and cultural experiences. So that kind of just gives you a little bit of a highlight summary of why you may want to consider uh, each one of these destinations. So as a showdown between these islands, each one, as you can see, has something different to offer. If you're wanting a romantic getaway, most popular destinations for this in the South Pacific are Tahiti, because it's known for its luxury honeymoons with overwater bungalows and secluded beaches. And then Fiji would be the other for romantic getaways. Fiji has private island resorts and some really good cultural immersion. They only have, one real true overwater bungalow location, although there are two others that have similar types of experiences. So why would I say these two places for romantic honeymoon getaways in the South Pacific? Because they really have some unique features like private dinners on the beach in Tahiti and cultural ceremonies in Fiji. If the purpose for your travels is that of an adventure seeker, then I would say the best destinations would be Vanuatu for its volcano treks and underwater adventures, as well as Samoa for its lush landscape and waterfall hikes. I remember some incredible hiking to waterfalls in Samoa, and it absolutely is gorgeous and beautiful. But also in Vanuatu, hiking to the volcano that is active volcano. You can walk right up to the crater and watch as it's exploding these fireballs into the air. I think both of these places are really a true adrenaline pumping activities with lots of things available, such as one other thing too in Vanuatu is diving at the SS President Coolidge. It is a World War II U.S. Navy boat that sunk just offshore, and you can still see tanks and other things inside the hold that are lined up ready for transport. But it went underwater, and now you can see it as you're diving in that area. Okay, let's move on to some family-friendly trips. So the roundup for for this category anyways, is I would say the Cook Islands for its easygoing nature and safe environment, as well as Fiji for its kid-friendly resorts and activities like snorkeling and cultural shows. Both of these islands, the Cook Islands, are great for families. All the islands in the South Pacific are good for families, but these two in particular I would throw at the top of the list because of the amenities they offer, the safety, and the activities that are available for families. Now, if you're trying to decide based on budget, and if you're looking for a low-budget destination in the South Pacific, then the best destinations are Samoa for its affordable accommodations and experiences. You really can do a lot for a low-cost budget, and there's a lot of great accommodations of all types in Samoa, from low-end to high-end accommodations, but they do have a good variety of affordable accommodations. The other destination would be the Cook Islands because it's great value without compromising on the beauty, and great place for budget travelers. So the things that we're kind of factoring in here are the accommodations, the food, and the activities for these destinations. And the activities can be quite affordable in these places too. So let's talk about key differences and highlights. Getting to these various islands in the South Pacific will vary. Probably the easiest would be Tahiti and Fiji. It's fairly easy to get there, both from Australia, New Zealand, as well as United States, Canada. So from both directions. And they also have flights from Asia as well. So very easy. Once you go to some of the other islands, such as Vanuatu and the Cook Islands and Samoa, you do have to really connect through either Fiji, Australia, New Zealand, or Los Angeles, San Francisco side of the Pacific. And so, getting there is a bit trickier to some of these islands, but each island has something different to offer. For accommodations, in Tahiti and Fiji, you'll see lots of luxury resorts, although there are some really nice ones also in Samoa and Vanuatu, as well as the Cook Islands. There are boutique hotels and budget accommodations in all of these different island groups. The frequency or the number of affordable ones will vary and tends to be a bit more high-end in the more popular destinations. Overwater bungalows really are exclusively, for the most part, in Tahiti, but Fiji does have one destination with good overwater bungalows, as well as two kind of perched on the edge of the water bungalows. And Cook Islands has one destination with overwater bungalows as well. There are some very unique stays like beach falaise in Samoa. I remember taking my family there, and it was just a little tiny covered hut on the beach with these shades that kind of rolled down at night to keep the mosquitoes out, and you just laid down on mats on the ground. It was a very authentic experience. Tahiti has some pretty unique experiences with its overwater bungalows, but in very few places there too, they have some black sand beaches and some very good French Polynesian cuisine. People love the poisson cru, which is the raw fish. Fiji, they are very popular and well known for their kava ceremonies. They even have fire walking from the island of Beka, and some coral reef snorkeling, which is absolutely stunning. I love the snorkeling in Fiji in the Asawa Islands. Some of the best snorkeling I've done in the South Pacific. One of my favorite unique experiences in the Cook Islands is the Aitutaki Lagoon cruise. It is absolutely stunning. The blue turquoise waters and going to One Foot Island, which, by the way, you can't even stay overnight in or at if you want a very rustic experience in a beautiful destination. The local music and dance performances in the Cook Islands are wonderful as well. So other unique experiences in Samoa is the Tosua Ocean Trench, climbing down that really long ladder into this hole in the ground with a beautiful blue swimming hole. It's absolutely beautiful. They also do traditional tattooing if you're into getting some great tattoos. All of the South Pacific Islands have that. And Samoa also has some interesting blowholes. Vanuatu, unique experiences for there are the active volcano visit that I talked about earlier, blue hole dives, and their indigenous festivals. Now, I'll just briefly touch on the best and drier times to visit each destination. If you really don't like rain, these are the times to consider visiting each place. Having said that, I love the rainy season, and the temperatures don't vary from season to season. So if you want to avoid a little bit of drizzle, the best time for Tahiti is May to October. For Fiji, it's March to early December, and it's also a little cooler temperature at that time. The Cook Islands, best time is April to November. It has milder temperatures and sunny days. Samoa, the best time is May to October to avoid the wet season. And if you want drier times in Vanuatu, April to October is cooler and drier. So, tips for choosing the right destination for you. This is the showdown of the South Pacific Islands. And really, it comes down to what interests you the most. I can't tell you, go to this island or that, because it depends on what your interests are. If you're going for a honeymoon versus a family vacation, your interests are going to be different. Consider your travel goals. So decide what you're looking for. Is it romance? Is it adventure, family time, or is it budget travel? Do you want to plan according to the weather? You can be mindful of the best times to visit based on weather and seasonal activities. While the rainfall does vary, temperatures don't really vary as much. Now, research the local culture and experiences before you go. Choosing a destination that really matches your interests or local culture, activities, and experiences is really important. So, to kind of wrap things up, each South Pacific island really offers something unique and special. So, it ultimately depends on what you're looking for in a vacation. And I encourage you to subscribe to more of our podcasts because we will be talking about more travel tips and options for these places. And invite you to share your destination preferences with us. Post us a comment and tell us about where you prefer to go and why. As our adventure through the world of travel vacations comes to an end, I hope you've been inspired to create your own dream getaways. If you've enjoyed our time together and found our recommendations helpful, I kindly ask you to share your thoughts and leave a review. Your feedback fuels our passion to continue bringing you the best vacation inspiration. Until we meet again in the realm of wanderlust, may your vacations be filled with unforgettable moments and endless joy.